Hey guys, Connor here and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm gonna explore and test out digital art. So I never really done digital art and I'm gonna test that today in using my iPad on Procreate, using the Apple Pencil. And as you can see, I got a new canvas going. As you may know me, I'm a traditional artist and I deal with a lot of mediums such as pen, pencil, watercolor, oil paint. Today, in digital, I'm gonna try to draw a self-portrait of myself. I'm gonna play around with the tools I have and just go in, not knowing beforehand. I'm just gonna mess around with the program and see what I could come with. And here is a self-portrait I did a year ago with my hair long and I looked completely different. So that was me a year ago. Yeah, I'm gonna try make a better piece. Yeah, see what we can make. Okay, so here we are. I'm just starting to just trace out my face. I do not recommend this practice, especially if you want to become good at drawing self-portraits, but for the sake of this video, I just went in just to get a quick sketch and get the proportions quick. Turned out pretty good, and I just did everything else just manually here, just getting the shades in, getting the shadows, with all that using a reference photo I took. I'm not, as you can see, I'm not really copying the shirt. I'm actually altering some things just to make the art piece more interesting. And not actually draw the bathroom and stuff. And I actually started to put like some armor on me right here. And I just kind of shaped that out, sketched that out. I started with the first layer. Then I just went in using a lot of airbrushes actually. A lot of airbrushes. I did not use any downloaded brushes. That's what a lot of people do when starting self-portraits, but I just used what I got within the app. And just used the tools I had. And I think that was a good challenge, but yet it worked. There wasn't a time where I needed anything really. I was happy with what I got. So yeah, I'm just going in with the eyes, ears, shading. So the tool I really used a lot, which I thought was most helpful, was the eyedropper tool, especially in getting those colors and not having to think about what color works and this works. I just kind of just got the colors from the photo and just put that down. So yeah, doing this was pretty efficient compared to traditional art where you have to mix your own colors and think about a lot of things, because it is a process. It's a lot of thinking. But here I just went in because I had all these tools, especially tracing. I just went for it and I just used the tools I had just for the sake of this video. And I gotta be honest with you, it was nice. It's nice testing out, and I got a pretty appealing representation of my face through the photo. And yeah, that really worked. So here I am just going in, sketching out the armor. I'm pretty much done with the face here. Kind of went in with just some minor adjustments, but right here I'm just going in with the armor. Nothing too much. I'm not using any photos really. I'm just doing it manually. So I just used grays, darks, I just pretty much relied on my imagination here. So I didn't rely heavily so much on photo, on everything else. I just did it for the face. So what I'm going for here is pretty much like a futuristic theme. I got myself in like this exo armor suit. And as you may see in the moment, I'm going to go in with the background, but here I am, I'm just doing a slight adjustment, getting those facial features, elements right. And right now, yeah, I'm going in with background, just tracing that out, sketch that out. And just getting, yeah, I'm still going in the face, getting those right. And there I go with sketching out the city. And I didn't take much thinking here. I just kind of just laid it in. Background, I didn't focus too much on. I just did it kind of fairly quickly. The face is like pretty much the central focal point of the piece. So I just kind of laid in the background just quickly, but it still turned out successful. So right here, I'm just kind of sketching out a road, pavement the for me to stand in, you could say. So yeah, I'm just going in, and right here I just did the color fill, just getting those basic colors of what I want instead of just manually filling that in, which is nice. That's one bonus going digital. Here I am, I'm just adding more textures, stuff, experimenting with other tools, especially the blending tool, which I also used a lot. This most tool I used, the airbrush, the eyedropper tool, and the smudging tool. It was nice getting those textures and just kind of doing things quickly and getting those overall textures for the city, the skyline, the road. And I did use some other brushes that kind of added that rough payment-like effect. And on the right side, I didn't really focus too much because it's pretty much going to be covered up by the figure. So I just focused a lot on the left side. Here I am starting with those buildings. I kind of just work around the whole surface, not focused on one thing. Kind of added a little cloud texture there. It was like more of a cloud brush tool, which was nice. I didn't really have to focus too much on making the clouds. I just did a stroke of a paintbrush just to get that effect in, which was really easy and nice, and saves a lot of time. So I was just playing around with the program and see what I could do with it. And yeah, it turned out really nice, and I kind of got invested in it and started playing around more in it. And yeah, I really enjoyed this. This was great. I might do more digital pieces. And once I get learning, I'll probably do this much quicker, learn more shortcuts, and add way better effects. So right here, I'm just, again, playing around. I changed the tone just to match the background and the atmosphere of it. And yeah, it's nice. I added that more like moody tone, which I like to add in my pieces, add that mood and feeling of kind of like darkness, I'd say. And it's more of like a cloudy environment. And here I'm adding like kind of like some futuristic visor using that lighting effect, brush effect, which was really nice, adding that blue, adding a little color and not just using neutral gray colors throughout. So yeah, I added that. And right now, I'm adding a little car. I wasn't about to add this originally, but I just did it. I just did that, sketched it out really quickly, added color layers, filled that in, used blend tool, airbrushes always. Yeah, 90% of this drawing is like airbrushing and sketching. So yeah, the layering is really useful in helping get those forms out, knocking those out. And yeah, it was really fun. I say if you're a traditional artist, I definitely give digital a try, because it is an experience getting those things in quicker, and yeah, it's much more quicker and more effective, and I really like it. So yeah, that's it, and I'm done. So in conclusion, I'd say this was a great experience. exploring digital, and I've created something I really liked and something I didn't know I could do, especially with all these tools I had at my disposal. I just used, such as the layering tool, and you could just trace over your face if you want to do a self-portrait, just to get those quick proportions in. But then again, like I said, you shouldn't do that if you want to study like self-portraiture, or if you want to get serious about it. I do not recommend this practice, but again, just for the sake and getting those proportions and using the tools I had to my advantage, I just used it and just explored a lot of the tools and just used it to my advantage. And I think that was a great break as a traditional artist where you have to do everything manually. So I just used what I had, and just, yeah, it was great. And I think I created a compelling work. Most of it I did manually, especially with the background and the car, and that turned out pretty successful. So yeah, I know that was my first painting piece in digital. I know I did just like kind of like graphic design back in the day, but I never actually like tried painting on a screen, which was nice. It was great doing, and I'm definitely going to create more work on there, but I'm not going to stop doing traditional art, of course. I'm still going to continue that practice, but also continue my digital practice, especially through commissions, art prints, and kind of stuff like dealt online in relation with graphic design and concept art and illustration. You're going to need those skills. That's not necessarily needed, but it'd be a great help if you want to make money as an artist, and to have that variety and range of skills to have when you go out and get into the art business. So yeah, I recommend it. If you got something, like, even if it's not an iPad, you could probably use a Wacom tablet, or you could just start off small and just start on your computer and just make stuff. So yeah, that's all I have for today in this video. Feel free to like and subscribe and share this video if you enjoyed it, and also comment if you have any suggestions, tips you could give me. Especially, I'm still working artist and still exploring and still developing my skills. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next video. Peace.